Hey, it's Michael Zapersky from consultingsuccess.com. Let's look at how you can scale your consulting business, right? A lot of consultants are in the position where, and you might be as well right now, where you want to grow your consulting business. You want to create a lot more leverage, a lot more freedom, flexibility, where the business can run to a larger degree without your direct day-to-day involvement, and where you can start to really enjoy a much more significant income, but in a way that you don't have to spend as much time to create that income. So here's some best practices that I want to offer you and share with you, some observations that I've gained over the years working with hundreds of consultants around the world in many different industries, and also building multiple consulting businesses myself. So the first thing that you want to do here is look at what you don't need to do. Right? So the key is don't need to do. So you want to go through an exercise where you list out everything that you do from start to finish in all aspects of your business, especially regarding project delivery, but also marketing, administration, just everything. And when you list it out, what you want to identify are the areas that you don't need to be directly involved in. Most consultants find, most business owners, entrepreneurs find they'll hold on to stuff that they actually don't need to be doing for far too long because they think that they can do it better than anyone else, their egos, in their way, whatever it might be. But you want to go through this list and really be honest with yourself and ask, what areas do I really need to be involved in? Like, what are the highest value areas where it requires my knowledge and my expertise? And then what are all the other areas that somebody else could assist with? And what you'll find in many cases is that you can actually identify people who can be just as good as you are, who bring just as much to the table and get stuff done for you a lot faster, and it doesn't cost that much to do it. So number one is go through that list. The second thing that you then want to do, connected to number one, right, is look for those people. So you want to find contractors. You don't and you should not go out and hire full-time people. You don't need to do that. Find contractors. Look at outsourcing. And start to give, if you found a whole bunch of different things that you don't need to be doing, start to give these to contractors. Start to bring those people in to do those specific tasks, because you're just going to be focused on, your one area here, but everything else around you, maybe there's a couple things that you're doing, but everything else around here, you want to get those things off your plate. As an example, it might be formatting presentations. It might be doing some direct outreach to people. It might be administration, bookkeeping, research, so many things like that you don't need to be doing yourself that aren't high value. Get that over to somebody else. The third thing that you then want to start to implement is building your bench before you need it. This is one of the things that I recommend to a lot of our coaching clients as they're starting to really see growth in their consulting businesses, right? So it's build your bench. But here's the key, right? Before you need it. A lot of consultants experience that they hesitate to go after larger projects and engagements because they feel they can't handle them. But it's a catch-22. They can't handle them because they don't have the resources to be able to deliver or to successfully complete that project. So the way around that is to start building your bench now, right? Find people who can help you to take on all these different aspects, especially when it comes to project delivery. And then when you have them, you're going to feel much more confident to go out and win those larger projects because you know that you can deliver on them because you have the bench. The other thing too is that you don't want to wait, because people that you might think could help you, they might not be available when you need them on a pinch. So you want to start to cultivate relationships with multiple people who can help you in different areas. So if one isn't available when you need them, you have maybe 2 or 3 others that could also help you. So you really want to work on building your bench even before you need it. Now, number 4, and finally here, is start to productize your offers. So the key here is to identify all the different elements within your business and within your service delivery that can start to where you can create better processes and systems around them, where you can remove things that really don't need to be there, that might take time, and then hone in and package just the elements that will provide a really great result and outcome for the buyer. Because the more that you can work towards productizing your offerings, the greater leverage that you'll be able to create. You'll be able to create more systems and processes around them. You'll be able to bring people in that know exactly what they need to do, right? So the opposite of productizing your offerings is, is customization, right? If you're doing a lot of customization, then it means you have to always recreate new stuff, which means it's harder to train people to do that, which means there's less processes, less systems. And that then is much more difficult to scale a business around, because the only way to really handle more customization is to bring in more people and more resources, more infrastructure. It's not a good model, not one that I recommend for most consultants. If you want to build a lean and highly profitable consulting business, then you want to start to work to get better productization into your service offerings. This is something that we do a lot of work with in our coaching program with clients, is to help them to go through a process that allows them to create very valuable, highly profitable offers that clients can easily say yes to, that doesn't take a lot of time to deliver on, but creates a lot more value for the consultant, which again then leads to more flexibility, more freedom, more impact, more income, which is what all consultants want, or most anyways, right? So 4 steps for you to go through to really start scaling your business. Number 1, figure out what you don't need to be doing. Number 2, get all those elements, either remove them or put them to contractors and outsource people. Number 3, build your bench before you need it. Don't wait. Start building those relationships. Start cultivating them right now. Find people who can help you to deliver or to run your business. And number 4, productize your offers. Take steps towards that, because this is really the key to scaling your business, is getting more productization in place so there's less custom work. If you work through these 4 things, you're going to see that your business, you're going to feel much more control of your business, and that you'll actually be able to have greater clarity and a much more direct path towards greater growth and scaling. If you want to reach out and have questions about growing your consulting business, scaling it to the next level, or want some help with any of these processes or any of these steps, you can reach out to us through consultingsuccess.com, and we'll be happy to have a chat.